Have you ever walked away from an argument, feeling drained, disrespected, and like you just lost something you can never get back? Your time, your energy, your peace? Here's a hard truth. Not everyone deserves your attention. Not every opinion needs a response. And if you're still wasting your breath on certain types of people, you're handing over your power piece by piece without even realizing it. The Stoics warned us, don't argue with fools, for they will drag you down to their level and beat you with experience. Today, I'm going to reveal 5 specific types of people you should never waste your time debating with. These aren't just opinions, they're emotional traps designed to derail your growth. If you value your time, your mental clarity, and your inner peace, then you need to watch this until the very end. Because once you recognize these patterns, your entire life will change. Let's dive in. 1. The emotionally reactive. You know this person. The moment you bring up a topic, no matter how calmly, they explode. Their voice rises, their face tightens, and suddenly it's a war zone. Logic? Gone. Respectful dialogue? Forget about it. Debating with the emotionally reactive is like trying to build a house during a hurricane. It's not just unproductive, it's dangerous to your mental well-being. Why? Because emotion hijacks reason. Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "It's not things that upset us, but our judgment about them." These people haven't learned to judge their emotions. They let their feelings control them, and if you engage, their storm becomes yours. When you're around someone like this, your nervous system goes into fight or flight mode. Your heart races, your palms sweat. Your body thinks you're in danger, and in a way, it is. Toxic energy spreads like wildfire. The emotionally reactive don't want truth. They want release. They want to dump their frustration on someone else. And you're the perfect target. Don't take the bait. Instead, stay grounded. Say less. Observe more. You don't have to respond to everything. Sometimes silence is the most powerful answer. Your peace is priceless. Don't trade it for someone else's chaos. 2. The know-it-all. Ever tried reasoning with someone who already believes they know everything? It's like arguing with a brick wall that talks back. The know-it-all doesn't listen to learn. They listen to respond. They don't seek truth. They seek validation. They see disagreement as disrespect. And they treat conversation like a competition, not a connection. Seneca once wrote, "It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows." These people live in an echo chamber of their own opinions. And when you challenge that, they see it as a threat. Wasting your time trying to get through to them is like pouring water on a stone, hoping it will grow. It won't. Engaging with know-it-alls drains your energy because they don't fight fair. They use arrogance as armor. They dismiss nuance. They twist your words. And worst of all, they never ever admit when they're wrong. Walk away. Let them have the last word if they need it. You have nothing to prove. Your energy is better spent building your life, not defending it. 3. The victim-minded. This one is subtle. It sneaks up on you because it often wears the mask of vulnerability. The victim-minded person always finds a way to turn every conversation into a narrative of how the world is against them. No matter the topic, it loops back to their pain, their trauma, their bad luck. Now hear this clearly. There is a huge difference between someone expressing pain and someone weaponizing it. Marcus Aurelius taught us, choose not to be harmed and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed and you haven't been. The victim-minded don't choose this mindset consciously, but they feed it. They look for enemies in every mirror. They take every differing opinion as a personal attack. Trying to debate them turns into a game of emotional landmines. One wrong word and suddenly you're the villain in their story. You cannot help someone who refuses to take responsibility for their life. They must wake up on their own. Your job is not to rescue them, it's to protect your own energy. Be kind, but be firm. Set boundaries. And remember, compassion does not mean self-sacrifice. 4. The contrarian for sport. Some people argue for the sake of arguing. It's not about the topic, it's about attention, control, and feeling superior. These people love to play devil's advocate, not because they believe in the opposing view, but because they crave the spotlight. They enjoy stirring the pot. They get high on watching people react. And you're just a pawn in their game. Engaging with a professional contrarian is spiritual suicide. They never run out of arguments because they're not trying to get to the truth. They're trying to win. Even if it means twisting facts, denying reality, or mocking your values. This is not debate. This is psychological warfare. The Stoics valued quiet strength. They believed real wisdom didn't need to shout to be heard. When you meet a contrarian, do what Marcus Aurelius did. Smile and move on. They want your reaction. Don't give it to them. Indifference is your power. 5. The passive-aggressive manipulator. The most dangerous debater isn't loud, it's subtle. Passive-aggressive people hide their hostility behind politeness. They use sarcasm, backhanded compliments, or jokes that feel like tiny daggers. And when you call them out, they act innocent. Wow, you're so sensitive. It's emotional gaslighting, dressed in charm. The Stoics taught us to value clarity, honesty, and courage. The passive-aggressive manipulator avoids all three. They want to provoke you without accountability. They want to hurt you without getting their hands dirty. Debating with them leaves you confused, doubting your own perceptions. You walk away thinking, was it me? Am I overreacting? No, you're not. This type of person thrives in ambiguity. That's where they plant seeds of control. They create tension, then pretend it's your fault. Don't engage. Don't explain. Don't try to change them. Respond with clarity. Be direct. Be calm. And most importantly, walk away with your dignity intact. Conclusion: life is too short to spend it defending your truth to people who are not ready, willing, or worthy of hearing it. Stoicism teaches us that inner peace is a choice, and part of that choice is deciding who gets access to your energy. When you waste your time debating with the emotionally reactive, the know-it-all, the victim-minded, the professional contrarian, or the passive-aggressive manipulator, you lose more than time. You lose clarity. You lose focus. You lose parts of yourself. But when you rise above it, when you refuse to engage in emotional warfare, you reclaim your power. You start living for growth, not approval. For truth, not ego. Let this be your reminder. You don't have to attend every argument you're invited to. Silence, wisdom, and self-respect speak louder than words ever could. If this message resonated with you, hit that subscribe button. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it, and drop a comment below. Tell me about a time you walked away and how it changed everything. Stay strong, stay grounded, and never forget. Your peace is sacred. Protect it. I'll see you in the next one.